only a few fighters become champions. This is a harsh reality that they face. Many of them, though, still manage to have a successful career despite not winning the title. Let's take a look at some fan favorites who never won a UFC title. Let's start with someone from the lightweight division. UFC Hall of Famer Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone is known for taking fights anytime, anywhere. Cowboy's dynamic style made him a fan favorite in the light heavyweight and welterweight divisions. He was too tough for his own good, since he took fights with only a few days' notice. Even though this is the case, he managed to make his fights entertaining. Another standout in the lightweight and welterweight divisions are the Diaz brothers. There is no middle ground with the brothers, since you either love them or hate them. Stockton's Own always fought in their own way and refused to back down to anyone. Nick was a former Strikeforce champion, while his brother Nate won the 5th season of The Ultimate Fighter. Both of them were UFC title contenders, but lost their respective championship matches. Regardless of their standing in the sport, many fans still look forward to their matches. Moving on to the middleweights. The original bad boy of The Ultimate Fighter, Chris Leben, had an exciting brawling style. He racked up a number of wins in the UFC and almost had a title shot, but lost to Anderson Silva. The Crippler had knockout power and an iron chin, which made him a very dangerous opponent for anyone. After his MMA career, Chris Leben fought in bare-knuckle boxing matches. One fighter who fought in the middleweight and light heavyweight divisions is the legendary axe murderer Wanderlei Silva. Silva is a former Pride FC middleweight champion and is loved by the fans for his aggressive style. Wanderlei has 70 knockout wins, which is a record for the Japanese organization. He managed to bring the same level of excitement when he returned to the UFC. His fight with Chuck Liddell is considered as one of the best matches in UFC history. Another fighter who dabbled in both divisions is the original godfather of MMA trash talk, Chael Sonnen. Chael P made a career by running his mouth. His matches weren't always pleasant to watch, since he mostly relied on his wrestling, but he has been in brutal wars. He found his villain persona late in his career, and many fans found his trash talk entertaining. The man knows how to hype up a crowd and make them look forward to his matches, whether they cheer or boo for him. He retired in 2019 and continues to be a commentator for the sport. The next fighter on this list fought in multiple divisions. It is crazy to think that Anthony "Rumble" Johnson fought as a welterweight in his early years. Rumble is mostly remembered for his knockouts and fights in the light heavyweight division. It's a shame that he never fought Jones for the title, but he did fight Cormier twice. Johnson sadly passed away in 2022 due to cancer. The heavyweight division is full of interesting characters. One fighter who managed to stand out is Roy Nelson. Big Country isn't your typical fighter since he embraces his girth. The Kung Fu Panda-sized fighter won the 10th season of The Ultimate Fighter and is a former IFL heavyweight champion. Nelson was never able to win the UFC title, but is loved by the MMA fans for how he fights.